Access Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Hi, Access Radio. WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
I love you without falling flat. More flowers and cards, you got a ton of that. More trip of the coast, maybe with a toast. You see I'm putting in time, really need to vote. Head full of these words, only one to quote. I choose you over the gold, that's an end quote. What I don't say, I attempt to show. On a journey through night, I'm guided by your glow. So best when you check yes over no. Ever question how I'm feeling, ain't no letting go. Center of my world, you a living pearl. Say it to the world, like I do to you. When I can't find the words, it be getting tough. You put a hold on the time when I get a touch. Get your mind out the gutter, I don't mean that. On this page I write facts and I know that.
It's been a while since I told you I love you. And it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. No, and girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know that I appreciate you sometimes. I don't know how to say it, girl.
Most of the time I'm too focused on the grind to even let our home problems cross my mind. I knew I should have took a step back from my rhymes, but I thought dollar signs and half naked dimes. That really was vibes, it never was true. I don't even know how I got up off you. I should have stayed home, but I ran into the road. Kept sneaking out, heart being cold. Looking at you now, I finally understand. It took me a while to turn into this man. I knew I had it in me, many nights felt empty. Without you, baby, what would it really be? Another desert storm tearing down every farm. On the nights when it's cold, I'll keep you warm. Word on everything, I put that on me. You'll never feel like you're lonely.
Girl, it's been a while since I told you I love you. And it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. No, and girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know that I appreciate you sometimes. I don't know how to say it, girl.
Yes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we are back. It's another Saturday. I'm happy to be here with you. I am the gatekeeper, and this is my partner in crime.
What up? This is WIZZ. What's good?
Y'all better get to know us real quick.
Line up.
And you're on our Access Radio. This is Behind the Enemy Lines. Behind the Enemy Lines is a podcast where we talk about relationships from the male point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. So, ladies, we're going to need y'all to come to the front of the congregation and have some conversation with us. We're going to say South Carolina first in the building. We like
What
that.
up?
Hi, Jervine. Please, thank you. Continue to like and share the word. We're going to have a dope conversation for you guys today. Shout out to Reggie, he in the building. Peace Kings, thanks for keeping me entertained on these miles to New York City from Florida. Yeah, make it back safe, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you're gonna talk about your ventures while you was gone. Shout out to my daughter Talika Green. Once again, we thank y'all all for tuning in, because y'all know between 5 and 7 p.m. every other Saturday ain't nothing else moving in the city except Behind the Enemy Lines. So make sure y'all get in tune with us, man. We can't stand each other, but for the next 2 hours, we gonna get along, all right? So we got a fun-filled packed show for y'all today. I mean, we got the topics happening between 5 and whatever. You know what I'm saying? The phone lines will be open real soon, 347-708-0216. And that's 347-708-0216, because you might want to call in. Sometimes you can't type fast enough. So you might need to call in and say what you got to say. And Wiz, tell them where they can find us at, man.
You can find us on Facebook,
Instagram,
YouTube, 365 Live.
Uh-huh.
Tune in. That's right.
Boxcast, Roku,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So don't talk about you can't find the show. Share the word, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna say some things. We gonna start some trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Start some trouble.
Once again, it's Black History Month. You know what I mean? So I don't want to forget that. And what I didn't like this year is that I didn't see enough Black history love in my time feed this year.
Yeah.
I ain't seen none of that. We got to do better as a people. And I'm putting this on the Black people first. And I'm not just talking about sharing the stuff where there's drama or something happening. Our kids are starting to figure out history. We have to do a better job at our history. You know what I'm saying? I saw the Thurman Marshall movie the other day on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me how far we've come. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, because, you know, my boy from Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? Chadwick was in the movie.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. He played the hell of a role.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, we forgot, you know what I'm saying? That was only 70 years. You know what I'm saying? 80 years. They're trying to give us a figure 5,000, but it was still kind of new. And we need to teach our kids, all Black and brown, just like you do with hip hop. All Black and brown need to know about our American history that is Black. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Our American history that's Black, because we made history too.
Yeah.
Because we created a podcast.
That's right.
So we're a part of history. And we want to tell y'all kids out there, be proud of your history. Be proud of the things that you're taking care of. Listen, man, that's why I kept the do-rag going in the bed scruffy today.
And share the knowledge.
We're going to do some things. We're going to talk about some talk. We're going to do some
That's
things.
right.
So shout out to everybody that's a part of Black History Month. Shout out to all the Black people out there. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we're going to start doing better. Like I said, I'm going to try to spend more Black. You know what I mean? We give opportunities for people to come up here and show their products. You know what I mean? Voice to Life Tea, as you can see, Black-owned company. We're going to move this right on the other side. And plus, it's for all the entertainers out there that's singing, man. Shout out to Vocals by Jamel. Yes, she's a sponsor here, and she makes it happen. So make sure y'all get that Voice to Life Tea. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Get the windpipes going, all types of stuff like that.
Yes.
You know? It tastes good, too. That's what I heard, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try something tonight. You know what I'm saying? The pack won't disappear.
You know, my voice is kind of hoarse, so you know.
Woo.
You know,
Producer P, get online, order some right now. Make sure y'all doing that. So, like I said, we got a fun-filled show for y'all today. We got the wild card happening at about 6:15. The wild card is when, you know, we can be talking about anything. And we got a topic for y'all. But if y'all feel y'all want to address some things, this is when y'all can either call in or you can put it in the chat and tell us something that you want to talk about. You might want to talk about Trump politics. You might want to talk about, you know,
you saw
shoes or whatever else is going on.
Trump shoes?
I ain't see his shoes. I wasn't looking for.
Goodness.
But Trump getting a lot of voters on the low, man. You better. I'm just saying. Anyway, and then we got the pressure check happening at 6:30. So the pressure check is when we randomly call somebody, you know what I mean, and get their opinion on what we're talking about and the things that we got going on.
That's right.
And then we close out with Chucky's Cut, ladies and gentlemen. He's not on the table for no reason. This is our independent give back to artists of all walks of life, where you can just, all you got to do is email us, bhlfamily52@yahoo.com. We just want the MP3 format and the name of the song.
That's right.
And people get to vote on crowd.live. So if you get ready, if I'm going to give you the code right now. These artists want your opinion. Yeah. And we want to know if they're good enough to put on our mixtape that we're working on, all right? If you was on his Instagram, you see WIZZ in the studio already. So, you know what I'm saying? Things are coming together. So crowd.live, and the code is this: B as in boy, E as in elephant, P as in paper, 2, the number 2, and then T for Tyrone, a guy like me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So make sure that y'all in tune with it and y'all go and vote. Who we got on Chucky's Cut today?
Today is very special. I got he's my family, my nephew.
Nephew, okay.
I'm saying, you know, he's strangers that became family. So, you know, his mom's is my sister. So,
and that's what we
like
want to
this.
do. We want to turn strangers into family. That's our goal. Because it takes a village. That's what we talked about on our last show. It takes a village to raise just one person. And we need to get back into that true and real support. All right. So we got 914, you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have a
it's 914.
914, you know what I'm saying?
And the song is called Bad One.
Bad One. And you know what? I'm gonna do something special because one person actually reached out to me because I went a couple days checking my email. I get nothing. No emails, no topics. The people not in tune.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give y'all a taste of the next artist we're gonna have on the next show, you know what I'm saying, on Chucky's Cut, Mr. Wonderful. So y'all better be tuned in, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. It's free, yo.
It's free.
I don't know why. I said y'all want to run up to Power, you want to go to Hot. You know what I'm saying, you know they're gonna hold them slots for them bigger rappers.
Don't worry about it, because when
we support here,
when it becomes paid, don't be mad. You had your opportunity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is what we call the foundational start. We on the ground, foundational. We might not be able to always get to the gatekeeper soon, man. You know, I talk to my manager, my publicist. You know, I got to talk to them.
We got a podcast that play music. A lot of podcasts don't play
do
music.
that. Don't do that. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna make it happen. So like I said, we got some dope topics happening. You think I should give them a taste of the topics?
Yes.
Give them a taste of the topic. We got one topic we want to talk about. When is enough enough? Bye-bye to them damn kids.
Bye-bye to them.
Bye-bye to the damn kids. That's one topic we're gonna talk about.
You saying damn them kids?
I'm not gonna say damn, you know what I'm saying? But you know, after you see what I saw, he damn near said damn to them kids. You know, it wasn't my words, it was his words. You know what I mean? Damn them kids. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been there? That's what we want to talk about. Topic number 2: do women stay in bad relationship when the dudes are paying the bills? Can you pay my bills and pay my light phone bills? Pay my telephone bill?
Because you know, we watched a little of that. Who the fuck I married? And
yeah, we gonna talk about that.
I stayed at home that long.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Indubitably Speaking. They was on before us, man. And where they playing some songs on there earlier, man, that had me cracking up. But that cruising, Smokey, I don't know. I can make love to Smokey cruising. Then we have, like I said, the wild card. We have a topic, but you guys can have a topic as well. So get in tune for us, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to put on your seatbelts and do what the young kids used to say a while ago. I don't know if it's still in. Strap in with the Gatekeeper and WIZZ. And we about to play this video, and we're going to get into this first topic. Once again, 347-708-0216 is the number to call in. Share the live, tag somebody, let them know this is Behind Enemy Lines, where we're talking about relationships from the male's point of view. But we don't exclude the ladies. Hey, let's get the video going, y'all.
For dropping off my kids at my in-laws' house and then stating they are not my problem anymore. My wife passed away last Thanksgiving. It came suddenly and unexpectedly. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I am still somewhat broken. To make the situation so much worse, my stepkids have decided I'm not their father. And since I am not their father, they do not have to obey me anymore. They are teenagers, and throughout the time I've been married to their mother, they have not been my biggest fans. They love their dad, and they have only acknowledged me as their mother's husband. However, when my wife was alive, they treated me with respect, and they treated the home with love. After she died, they became the worst. And I understand. Their mother just passed away. They have a different outlook on life because their main source of caretaker isn't there anymore. But I didn't change. That was my wife and the mother of my children. And while they're going through all of this debacle, I'm still having a tough time dealing with it. As I was going through this trouble, I went to my wife's parents and I talked to them straight up. I had a whole heart-to-heart about how hard I was dealing with everything, how everything is becoming way too much and overwhelming. And they looked me in my eye straight up and told me to man up, stop being a little bitch. And that was my wife's mother. The father said, hey man, I know it's going to be hard, but you got to deal with it. Try counseling. And guess what? I tried it. I tried taking them to counseling, to therapy. I tried giving them space. It got to the point where the oldest teenager came home at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm sitting in the living room like, where you been? He looking at me like, why does it matter? Why does it matter? You're a child living in my house. It's the middle of the night. I don't know where you're coming from or how long you've been gone. I thought you was at school. Why was you not? What the hell? I have been there from them through thick and thin, and I am at my wit's end. My wife's other child, they stole my car. Straight up, they stole my car. And they brought it back with 2 big dents in the back of it, like they just rear-ended a whole pole or backed up right into a pole. And I'm asking them what happened, what's going on, are they okay? And they're looking like, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about my car? You don't want to talk about you taking it without my permission? Oh, the very last straw. I was over at my in-laws' house with all of the kids for supper last week. I let them know that it was time to go because I really need to get the little ones to bed. My stepkids said that they did not want to go. They said that I should leave them and come back for them later. Now listen, it is a 3-hour and 46-minute drive. I said no. Their grandparents said that I was being way too hard on them and that I should let them stay. Now listen, I'm having a hard time with 2 small children, the loss of my life, and 2 teenage a-holes. Now I'm dealing with 2 boomer a-holes as well? It's like every generation of fuckery is hitting me at one time. So what I did was, I packed up my kids. I put them inside of the car. I drove all the way from the grandparents' house to my house. When I got to my house, I went upstairs. And I packed up my stepkids. And I put their boxes inside of the front yard. And then I called an Uber Express. And I had their stuff mailed to their grandparents' house. Everything was hunky-dory until they got that package. Now listen, I have 2 kids that are under 5 years old. I do not have the time to baby 2 teenagers that don't want to listen. My house is clean for the first time in weeks. My kids are sleeping through the night. My stepkids in that time period have bounced from their grandparents' house to their auntie's house to their uncle's house that is inside of my same city. Why? Because they want to go to school with their friends. Reasonable. Every single person on their father's side is against me, and I don't care. I was told by both of them and their father that I was not supposed to try to parent them. So I stopped, and I didn't. I actually have no parental rights over them at all. Literally, their dad was not even okay with me being in contact with them at school. So his parents actually bear the contact. I don't have no legal connections to these kids. So me leaving them at their grandparents' house should have been okay. My wife left behind a small life insurance policy, which I will divide between the 4 kids. But for the most part, I was the sole breadwinner of this household for the last 9 years. Literally paid for everything that they had touched and owned for the past 9 years. The video game systems, the clothing, literally every single thing. So now, it's all mine. My in-laws are calling me an a-hole for abandoning the kids. But I have 2 kids that need me dramatically more. The older 2 kids have a dad as well and grandparents to help them. They're pretty much in the exact same boat as my kids. They have one dad, my kids have one dad. Why do they get to have 2 dads and one of them that they're just abusive towards? Honestly, I want my kids to also have a peaceful life and a peaceful home. So, am I the a-hole for abandoning my kids? Or did I do the right thing for my household? Am I in the wrong for dropping off my kids at my in-laws' house and then stating they are not my problem anymore? My wife passed away last Thanksgiving. It came suddenly and unexpectedly.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That leads us to topic number 1. When is enough enough? Bye-bye, kids. Sanchez is in the building. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Shared on my timeline. Prayers for him. Yes, and thank you for tuning in, Ms. Sanchez. We appreciate you. So now we want Good for Those Teens by Reggie Humphrey. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to put in the chat. The first question I'm asking, I'm going to swing it to you first, WIZZ. Was the man wrong for what he did? I need y'all to put yes or no in the chat. Why? You can call in. And I purposely let the whole video play because I wanted people to not have a scapegoat to say, well, did he try this? Did he try that? Did he do this? Did he do that? He clearly said what he tried, what he did. What's your thoughts, Wiz?
Hell no. He wasn't wrong. He tried everything. They being disrespectful. I'm like, who the hell are them damn kids? I'm like, they was very disrespectful and all that, and I get it, kids are, sometimes when you're stepfather, right? Sometimes they'll test the boundaries of what you can do, how you can discipline them.
Taliga said yes, he was right for leaving them. Okay, go continue.
Yeah, so how you discipline them like this is all good when you allow them to do stuff, right? Because it clearly seemed like if they didn't have nothing, they took advantage of them.
Yeah, and Reggie said, I can understand the kids being upset, but he put up with enough. But were they really upset? You know what I mean? I would have loved for the kids to have a video. Maria said, no, he's not right. Tell us why he's not right. Oh, no, he is right. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I'm sorry. She said, no, he's right. I apologize.
We was about to say why.
Yeah. Look, because for the people that don't agree, I want to know, if you didn't agree, why did you feel that he was wrong? You know what I'm saying? If he was right. So you feel he was right. I feel he was right as well, because I think we talk about this enough. The male mental part we don't touch enough. So he noticed that he was burnt out. He noticed that he was at his ends with. And before he did anything negative, he said, you know what? Let me get help. And I think going to the family and the parents, even though the parents might have been older, you know what I'm saying? But we talked about it on our last show that it takes a village. So now this is when he's tapping in to that other village. How did you feel about some of the things that he said that the parents said?
I felt bad because he had no support. They even tried, like, well, let me talk to the kids and all that. To me, it seemed like everybody took advantage of them. They knew how the kids are, so leave them with him and let him deal with it.
And I don't want y'all hiding out there because we got a lot of grandparents on the line. Now, are you those type of grandparents that say one thing and do another? And then we wonder why these kids have problems, or as they used to say back in the days, oh, well, favoritism happens. You understand what I'm saying? Because for him to drive 3 hours and say, you know what, we're having dinner and we're not going to leave. You know what I'm saying? And then the grandparents talking about, oh, well, you need to man up. How do we feel about someone's parent in law telling you to man up? How would you react to that?
I'd be pissed.
But is it a solid statement for somebody to tell you that you need to man up? Did you feel like he didn't man up?
He did everything to it. You got to understand, he just lost his wife. So emotionally, he's done. So my whole thing is emotionally done. He tried everything he had. He's lucky that it didn't go left.
How would you feel, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I'm saying? And I went through the teenage phase because we all parents up here. So we're going to talk for a minute. This is why we talk about this. And if you haven't gone through it, you may at some level hit it. You know what I'm saying? When them teenagers start feeling themselves, they become a little different, right, Wiz? Yeah, they become a little different. It's not like the little cute 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old. But imagine if your kid stole your car. And then I didn't know what got me even more passionate about what dude was saying. When he took off the sunglasses, I told you that's why I would have do rather that. I kept the beard scruffy for a reason. What to do? I ain't gonna let these kids. My Bernie Mac said, these kids ain't gonna kill me, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to paraphrase, but think about it. He took off the glasses because he was blown away, right? And then he even went a step further because when he did the head nod, when the kid looked him up down at 3 o'clock in the morning, I felt like Bernie Mac, him downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean, him downstairs?
No, when the kids
took the car.
No, when they put 2 bumps in the car and they told me about, I don't want to talk about it.
What do we? Shout out to Daviera in the building. Man. Make sure y'all check out her new single. She's working her and Trey Line. We love y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. Doc, what you gonna do if your son-in-law, daughter-in-law steal your car and bring it back with some bumps? You got that one, Wiz?
Yes. He was right for what he did. He supported them despite everything, mostly by himself. He took advice, counseling, etc. Didn't win. Everything failed. he took more drastic measures. Yes.
And you know what? When I was going through this, it took me a while to find content that would support that. You know what I mean? Because the way they treating kids nowadays, it's hard to do any type of consequence after something happens. Nowadays, they got to the point where no matter what you do as a parent, you're wrong. Go ahead, where you got that, Miss Sanchez?
He's right enough. He was right. Enough was enough. The grandparents let them handle them. Teenagers nowadays are very disrespectful, and they are. And
that's a conversation I was having with some people recently. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Extremities. We was talking to Dave Vaughn, and he was like, you know, you can't kind of look at the kids like that because we was wild too. And I agree to a certain extent that yes, we were wild, but for some reason we had less, but we did more. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Am I lying? Stop me if I'm lying. And we knew certain boundaries that we didn't cross unless it was major. You're going to steal my car, come in my house at 3 o'clock in the morning, look me up and down, tell me when I'm going to drop you off, pick you up. And you know what I respected the most out of everything? Because everybody was like, he probably kept them kids for money. What he said, I got the policy and I'll split it up 4 ways, no problem. He manned up despite holding pain and raising babies too. You know, what do you think about that, Wiz?
Yeah, I mean,
I want you to put yourself as the father in that scenario, right now.
Those kids must be white.
He never said. But if that
was a black man. That was a black man. No, I'm sorry.
Maybe.
Nah, he was black. He was black
because the guy was black. The parents. It sounded like a black parent.
See, my whole thing is I come from an era where. When we watched TV, our TV fathers was James Evans.
Mm-hmm.
James Evans didn't play.
Tighten you up. Davira said, "I'm gonna bump them up." that's what I'm saying. And then make you feel like you were the problem. So I want everybody to take themselves and make them be the father in that role. Because was it easy for him to just walk away from those kids, even though they wasn't his?
Yo, it's either you want to keep your sanity or. You gotta have peace.
You gotta have
peace.
And
also, you gotta understand, you raising 2 little kids, so they gonna see what their big brothers is doing, and then they be like, And
a lot of people think that that's not important.
What up, Trey?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, and we didn't plan that. That just happened, Trey. That's how you know we mess with you. That just happened. We said it in unison. We starting to become something special, ladies and gentlemen. We starting
That's right.
You know, on the line. You know, a lot of parents, don't tell their kids, and I try to tell my kids all the time, be careful what you do, because just because that sibling is around, you think they're not paying attention, they're following your actions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're following what you're doing. Them in the car will have the same bumps in the same spot. Shout out to Davira, same spot. Unfortunately, you can't hit kids nowadays. Now they're being bounced around.
And that's why it's protected.
Listen, I respect this. I think there's a very thin line between the abuse and discipline, because I've been a part of both. You understand what I'm saying? Have you?
Sure. I mean, I got beat with everything.
Exactly. But when you abuse, yes, you shouldn't be able to hit a kid. But sometimes when you at a point, and you should be able to walk yourself down, but we're not always there. We human.
They give you boundaries.
You know what I'm saying? You got to create boundaries. We were wilding, but we had respect and boundaries. That's what I'm saying. There's no respect and boundaries. Like he said, that wasn't my father. They only respected me when the mother was alive. So that means I think she was black, because only a black woman's gonna stand. That's what's Black History Month. Black woman gonna stand strong to make you respect that. You can take that one.
But like I said, okay. They bumped my car. They leaving with bumps. What's what they thought? Yeah,
they thought it was okay.
No, I'm gonna say this. Look, I come from the era that you don't come in by the said time you were supposed to come. That door get locked. Your mother don't care how you got to see in the stairs, all that. She don't care about ACS, nothing. It's all about respect. It's all about teaching.
And Maria said they all upset. His wife died and kids couldn't handle it. About then their mom not being there. God bless him and his kids. And yes, I'm giving kudos to the kids. I'm not gonna say it's easy to lose a parent, especially as a teenager. You're gonna go through stuff, right?
They never really respect them out the gate.
Say that again, because people ain't here.
I don't think they respected him out the gate.
But what could you do to not gain the kids' respect? You know, after having kids with their mother as well. Reggie said this till this day, I still can't walk into my parents' house at any time. You know what I'm saying? Other night. And that's true. And then kids think it's okay to wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. No, it's not, because I got to get up and go to work. While you still in here sleeping, I got to be out here at the job clock.
Listen, my mom set a time for me to be home. One time I was at the gym at 1:32. My mom's came in with our house coat, got on the mic, and was like, Wayne, if you out here, you know what it is. You know what time it is. Don't let me come find you.
And what do y'all people think about the father that wasn't in the kid's life as far as living with them, actually told him to his face or whatever, you don't have no right to deal with my kids. Stop parenting. What you think about that? I'm gonna read this quote.
No,
he was right because he felt like if they're not gonna listen to him, then he needs to do the right thing before something drastic happens and he's blamed for it. I agree 110%.
Yeah. But why the other father didn't step in?
I mean, because he wanted grandmother and grandpa to do it. Paulie said, shout out to Mr. Wonderful. I said the song is going to be played later on today, so make sure y'all stay in tune. The father is black, but the wife or the kids could have been white. It's rare to get black kids to act like that. Big shout out, fellas.
No, Mom, I'm not going to do that.
I don't think it's rare in 2024.
There's
more black kids.
It's all this. No, it's like it's the village. It's this. Come on, you see how kids are now. It's the village. The village has damn cracked. It's no respect. No respect. I'm saying there was levels when we grew up. Look, we had Miss Patty looking outside the window. I'm saying you had the neighborhood person watching you.
You actually had the neighborhood watch, period. Remember, that was a thing at one point. You had the neighborhood watch.
They didn't care about the snitch and code. They were telling you did something out loud, your mom was going to know.
So, I'm glad that there's not a lot of people disagreeing with what he did. And I'm really surprised there's no Karens out here like, yo, he's wrong. He should have never done that. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people behind closed doors that'll say the total opposite. Like, no, he was too weak. He didn't man up. He gave them kids up. He gave up on the kids. He could have done better. He should have done better.
They had a father. I don't even understand why they went to the what's name. Once he know why. And that's sad.
You know what the rule is, right? Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. That's what he was saying.
But he want to dictate. He want to dictate like assistant coach.
Yeah, assistant.
I'm saying
he ain't ready to be Doc Rivers yet. Bro, why aren't he taking care of his kids? If he was handling his business as a man, there wouldn't have been any room for disrespect to the step pops. See, but was he? What you think about that?
I don't know if that would have happened to me. I don't know. I would have to take my kids. I would have to take my kids because he's my baby mama now.
Well,
I'm gonna drop it off at the weekend, so I can.
Well, a lot.
I'm not taking the kids this weekend. I'm going out.
Yeah, but a lot of parents do that, and a lot of these new age parents. Let me not say a lot of parents do that. A lot of these new age parents, because like I said, it's easy when things are fun in the beginning. You know what I mean? But for him to say, listen. You stole my car. You come home whenever you want. He even paid the Uber to drop the clothes off. He covered everything that you could.
If it went to that level, I did it.
You could possibly do. So, I answered yes to. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough. And, I'm not gonna lie, Wiz. I'm guilty.
What you guilty?
I'm guilty, man. I'm gonna admit, man. Sometimes y'all come to my lives and y'all hear me say, I'm guilty, I'm guilty, I'm guilty, and you could be too. I'm guilty because I don't think I would have been man enough to walk away. There's situations that I'm handling right now that keep me up every day because I'm like, yo, do I need to step to that? Do I need to approach it? Did I really do everything that I could possibly do?
He checked the boxes. He needed peace in his house.
Mm-hmm. Well, he said his house was clean too for a change. I'm saying
he did counseling. He did everything under God. My whole thing, I had to bring the father also into this counseling because we had to do things as unit. Even the
look what Paulie said. Even the grandparents told the father to man up. The pressure hit different. But what does man up really mean nowadays? Wiz?
No, that man up for him was BS because they didn't want to step in and help. I'm saying man up. What you want them to do?
They stepped in, Wiz. They had him over for dinner. They covered the meal. He said that. They was over there for dinner. They covered the meal.
And he left them.
No, he took them home first. pack them up, then drop them back off.
No, but I'm just saying, damn that. They see, come on. Sometimes, okay, as grandparents, we love the grandkids and all that, but it's like it's like rent a center. We'll take the kids. We'll rent the kids for the weekend. But let them know we bring them back on Monday.
That man has class. Leave the bad kids with the biological dad. And that's what I felt. Because once again, you don't see a lot of this popping on people's timeline just to show you that, listen, sometimes the toughest way is the right way to handle it. And that's what I wanted to share that video for, because you have new fathers that are happening every day. You have some fathers that are still in the mix, and definitely the guys that step up when the kids are not there and they're doing everything that a father could do. We got to let you know.
That's a different type of love.
Yes, we see you. We appreciate you. And when enough is enough, I'd rather you do what this guy did before you do something that's going to put you behind bars for life.
He look like if they come back, he hitting them with the car.
Sanchez, that daddy needs to man up. But we talked about that before. What do you consider manning up? Manning up, if it would have led to him hurting one of those kids, then y'all would have said, oh, these guys out here don't know when to ask for help. They all want to handle everything on their own. And now look what's happened.
Yeah.
Today's kids don't have respect for anyone. Some of them. Yes, and I agree. And how do we get there to no respect? How do we get there?
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
That's a fact. Super facts, Wiz. The father is calling out for help. And we talked about this on last show, how important the village is. The village failed them.
Yeah.
The village failed them. And not just failed him, because they allowed them kids, right, to go from house to house to house. And don't take my word for it, ladies and gentlemen. Start studying. We got to get back to reading and studying and find out what certain words mean and how they really work in life. Because a lot of times people use words in the improper context and a sentence to make themselves right. But grandparents, fathers, aunties, and uncles all letting them kids move house to house to house showed me one thing, that the consequence wasn't working because the kids are still getting their way. At some point, somebody got to put down their foot and say, listen, no, you're not going to move. Just go to school and hang out with your friend. You had an opportunity to do that when you were staying in your dad's house.
And they should have continued the counseling from the grandparents' house.
Yeah, but do you think those kids really went along with the counseling, or do you think they just showed up?
Well, showed up. I'm playing devil's advocate.
We got to.
Because the kids did lose their mom. So we don't know, but I'm saying we really don't know the type of relationships. Yeah. Being that the mother was like, if they were talking disrespectful to him, the mother might have checked them.
Yeah, because I felt like the disrespect was already happening.
Yes.
And I believe someone said that also. The disrespect was already happening. So this young man had to draw the line. And I felt even when he was talking, he was committed to what he was doing, but I don't feel like he was happy about what he was doing. What do you think?
I mean,
because like
I can't say because his emotional level of him losing his wife. So I don't know what type of emotion he was in.
And look what Sanchez said. The dad told stepdad, man up. Biologically, the biological dad needs to keep them. He made them, so that's where he needs to man up. We agree with you 110%, but I think the real dad gonna say something else. You know what I'm saying?
And we don't know the situation with the dad because he might not have been stable.
But even if you're not stable, even if you're not stable, what has to spark you to want to get stable in life? When is enough for you to say I need to do right? Because when I hear man up, I hear that I need to look in the mirror and change some things about me. That's what I hear when I hear man up. I felt like he did well by saying man up, because he manned up to take the kids and put them in a safer environment, a fresh start. So even if the kids was mad, right? Because once again, you can't, I can't tell you how you're going to react to a loss, because I had a loss a couple months ago and my whole reaction to everything was just untimed, unexpected, just didn't know. Reggie said you could bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. I mean, you can make them drink, but then you're going to drown them. I remember that. You can make them drink. You're going to drink, but you're going to drown.
You be like,
you know what I mean?
Drink that water.
I do feel for the kids in the situation, but you get this teenage age, you know what I mean? Because as soon as they get into high school and better, you know, when they meet with like the doctors and all that, right? The first thing they tell you, right, is your body, you in control, you can do whatever you want, you can talk to us, you don't got to tell your parents nothing. Mm-hmm. I think that sets them up, and I feel like it's only in the American culture where, you know, the parents just get excluded so soon in the kid's life. It's like you got 10 to 12 years, and they always say the best learning happens from 0 to 5. So if you miss that because you're working doubles, triples, and all that crazy stuff, so now you're around 13 years old, and this young adult, and it's a young adult, adulting is a very important thing. That's why I said words and sentences make the way you use a word is very important. Mm-hmm. And when they say, "Oh, this young adult," now they hear the adult part, but they don't hear the young. Mm-hmm. The young. That means you're not going to get all the consequences I'm going to get. If I stole my dad's car and crashed out, I'm going to jail.
I'm not coming home. I'm going to witness protection.
Oh, you got to. But I don't feel like he was happy about what he did, but I'm glad he was able to see that he needed that.
But it's because my whole thing, I hope he's still doing counseling, because that, I'm telling you, is, you know, because the young kids and all that losing their moms, you know, and then the world is on them.
The world is on.
You know, also, you know, us, I mean, it's just hard as far as.
It's hard as a man, period, and becoming a father.
No, but I'm just saying it's hard as a man, but I'm just saying as part when you have to try to make these kids listen. You love them unconditionally, really? and you giving them everything they want, but they're still disrespectful.
I realize now that you can't give a kid everything they want. You got to make them struggle for it. You got to make them strive for it. You got to make them not get certain things every once in a while, because it'll put some work ethic in them. You know what I mean? And I was watching one of the coaches speak about, you know what I'm saying, youth sports nowadays. And he said, and this was his line, you know, he don't like to watch youth sports no more. He don't like to be a part of it no more. He says, you know why? Especially American athletes. He said, you got the kids are more talented athletically. Yes, they can shoot better, they can dribble better, but you know the one thing they don't like to do? They don't like to practice. He said, when you go to these European countries, they practice and practice and practice and hone the skill. And see, this is not just for sports. This is for life. When you live in life, you got to start honing your skills. So whether it's cooking, communicating, you know, going to work, being responsible,
doing a podcast, doing research like my man.
Yeah, but like us, we both do this. You know what I'm saying? But these things, you have to continue to practice and practice for when you run into these situations in life. That's when the skill jumps in. So he says here in America, kids want to play 9 games and practice 1 day a week. Over in Europe, they practice 9 days and they play only 1 game. So now look at the NBA and all your other sports while the Europeans are taking over. Don't be surprised. You got to put in the work. You know, so while I was searching some things for this, and it was hard to find what I was looking for to really fit, you know what I'm saying, bye to those kids, I did find an article in medium.com. It came out February 20th, 2023. So it's still pretty new. All right. And it says when to leave because of the stepchild, navigating a difficult situation. And you guys can always go and check this stuff out and see how it applies to you. Sometimes it's opinions. Sometimes it's stuff that really needs to be said, but it's hidden. So you don't know it's out there. By dad shouldn't enforce, the bio dad shouldn't enforce respect no matter who.
Yeah, but you also know some biological fathers have an issue of stepdads doing the discipline.
Yeah, but you know,
and he can put it in their ear like he telling you that, don't listen to him.
Yeah, but what is that doing to the child? Once again, it takes a village. For some reason, you and the baby mother didn't work out. If the guy is there and he's a good, solid guy, I'm not talking about those step parents that's getting over. I'm not talking about the ones that's not putting in the work. I'm not talking about the ones that's just eating your Pop-Tarts and kicking you in the butt, taking your game. You know, we're not talking about those ones. Question: who's the biological daddy with? We're not sure. That part didn't come out in the video, so I'm not sure about that. Maybe biological daddy has a girl who doesn't want to be bothered. That's enough. See, that's why I love having you people tune in, and because I never thought about that. What do you think about that? Have you ever been in a situation where, and not you per se, it don't have to be with you, it could be a friend or something, that you've been with a person that didn't want nothing to do with you, that do with your kids? I've
never been with somebody, but I saw that.
You saw that.
Like the girl being that they didn't have kids and they didn't want to deal with it, because having the kids. Or even, you meet people that says, I don't want to date a man who have kids.
Yeah, but
so you
I
can't
understand
accept
that.
me.
If you don't want to date a man with kids, we're not talking about
But
that.
I'm just saying,
Stepdad sounded like he loved and still he did love them and still to an extent loved those teens, but understood that he had done all he could do.
You could tell the frustration that what he's talking about, because if he didn't care about it, he wouldn't even did a video. He wouldn't felt nothing like they're out of my house or whatever.
I think he did the video for a number of reasons, because see, the backlash always seems to come before the understanding. Can we admit to that?
Okay.
Even when you look at the news, the backlash comes. All you hear is, "Oh, they bombed this," but you don't hear about the negotiations that have been going on for 10 months and they still not getting their way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, he stole this, but you didn't hear about, he asked 17 people at a food spot to eat and they turned away. Y'all took all the good food and threw it in the garbage. Okay, now he went to steal. You know what I mean? But sometimes you get the backlash before you get.
But let me say this: as a man, your child is your like this. If the person don't want your kids to be with, then you gotta leave the person, because that's your kids. And the kids, I mean.
Well, what if she got that good yak 5,000?
Well, whatever. Huh? Sometimes us men have to make. I mean, we have to make sacrifices. Ladies make this sacrifice all the time. They want to run the street, go out on dates, and do this, but you gotta take care of your kids. That's your seed that's growing.
That's your seed. And a lot of times, men forget that. So last night I found this topic and it said when to leave because the stepchild, signs to watch for. These are some things you should be watching out for, and if you can adjust them, and like I said, we can expand on them if y'all want, and please do in the chat room as well. The number one thing was on the list was disrespectful behavior. Mm-hmm. If the stepchild is consistently disrespectful towards you, it can be a sign that they do not respect you as a parental figure. This can lead to conflict and tension in the home. It may be a sign that it's time to consider leaving. So he ran into the disrespect immediately, right after the mother passed away. So I asked sometimes, was this pre-anticipated by the kids?
I think this been going on for a long while.
If you was a stepdad,
it's just the same like saying like if the mother's not home, and I mean the mother went away and all that. Oh, that I can do this because what can he do?
What can he do? Yeah, I can agree with that. Constant conflict. There is a constant conflict between you and the stepchild. If you can be a sign that the situation is not going to improve, while it is normal to have occasional disagreements, if the conflict is a regular occurrence, it can be a sign that it's time to leave. And ladies and gentlemen, please agree in the chat. Or disagree. Let us know if we're getting it wrong or something that we can add to this list. Because, whether you're a stepfather getting into this situation or you become a stepfather through marriage or whatever the case may be, or even if you're a father. Could you be a father and leave the situation because your own kid are doing these things to you? What do you think about that, Wiz?
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of men that are holding on to situations that these things are happening. And they come to work and they cry to their male friends. You think it's not happening. And they talk to the work wife. It's happening. Lack of boundaries. We talked about that. And he talked about it in the video. You got to have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to put the paddle to some feet, you know what I'm saying? You got to do something. If the biological parent does not enforce boundaries with the stepchild, it can make the situation more challenging. For example, if the stepchild is allowed to disrespect you or act without consequence, and we talked about that consequence, it can be a sign that the situation is not going to improve. Mm-hmm. So even though this guy wasn't happy, I think he noticed it wasn't going to improve. Vocals by Janelle said, hello. Hey, Vocals by Janelle.
What's up?
Voice to Life T, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all get in tune with her. In my days, my grandma wouldn't let me get away with anything. Today, parents, some kids get away with murder. How you feel about that, Wiz?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Sometimes they say it's not murder though. It's just that we being too hard. You know what I'm saying? And then look what he said. He had to deal with the baby boomer arrogance. He had to deal with the Gen Z or whatever they on arrogance. And then every auntie and uncle. I got paddles for sale if you need them. That's Reggie Humphrey. And the one thing that we need to talk about and why I even birthed this thought process of behind enemy lines, is because we, as men, we are behind enemy lines. And it's not just a physical being behind enemy lines. It's a mental and emotional being behind enemy lines. We're the last ones to get checked on. We're the last ones that people think that need help. We're the last ones that were taught that it's okay to ask for help to begin with, right? Emotional toll. If the situation is taking a toll on your emotional well-being, it may be time to consider leaving. Being in a difficult step parenting situation can be draining. Draining, not just tiring, draining. If you are consistently stressed or you have anxiety or anxious, it may be the best to remove yourself from the situation. And that's what he did. So when I was researching, that's what I got. And if you guys felt like we missed a step, please add it into the chat room or call in 347-708-0216. WIZZ, is it okay to say bye-bye to them? And this now you get the damn. That's why I said damn earlier. Them damn kids. How you feel about that, WIZZ?
Yes. When you did all the steps that he did, yes. It's no support. I can understand if they had support. Well, we all going to be supportive. Everybody has.
He got support. He got the negative support. Man up. Read the top of that, where it says challenges of being a step parent.
Being a step parent is a unique role that comes with its own set of challenges. Unlike biological parents, step parents do not have a biological bond with their stepchildren, which can make it more difficult to form a close bond, or close relationship. In addition, step parents may feel pressure to fill the role of the absent parents, which
can be difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, there may be conflict between the step parent and the biological parent, which can make the situation even more challenging. How you feel about that?
It's true. You gotta, as step parents, you have to form a bond because you gotta understand. When it comes to kids, when it comes to step kids, sometimes loyalty to their father plays a role. I can't get too close to him because my father's gonna be mad, be hurt. But I don't know the situation with their father because he seemed like he's not even there. He's not in the picture. He was a donor.
Well, if you guys want to read the rest of the article, is here. We're gonna close this out for right now. But like I said, if you guys feel that we missed any steps, make sure y'all go and read up on this and educate yourself and pass it down to the new fathers, whether they're stepfathers or they're having kids themselves, because it can easily be happening to a real father the same way that it's happening in this situation. Lady D's in the building. What's going on, Lady D? We just talking about, bye-bye to them damn kids. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like he did the right thing, ladies and gentlemen, tap into the chat room. Bye-bye to them kids. You know what I'm saying? Bye-bye. You know what I mean? And good luck, to their situation. Like I said, this is not an attack on the kids, but this is a standing post, a foundation, a standing post for the men, for the parents.
Freak those kids.
Freak those kids.
Freak those kids.
And you'll be surprised how much you need when you get in these type of situations, because who would have thought that?
Oh, you know what, Gate? I'm just thinking. Technically, they stole the car, right?
They did steal a car.
Yes.
It wasn't technical. They stole the
officer,
car.
I will report my car stolen.
They stole the car, brought it back with bumps.
That ain't my case.
3:00 in the morning, looked them up and down. Said we wasn't ready to leave.
I don't care. You stole my car.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't ready to leave.
They stole my property.
And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, to him, don't be eating my Twinkies in the refrigerator, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like they gave him all of that. Joyriding. I don't think it was just joyriding, ladies and gentlemen. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we got a second topic we're about to get into. It's gonna be a dope topic as well. So it was fun for some people, I guess, and that's why they continue to do it. And the second topic: do women stay longer in bad relationships when the man, is paying those bills? I need to know, ladies and gentlemen. And Maria said, bye-bye to those kids. You got to say bye to them because it's not that we don't love you. It's not that we don't want to be there for you. It's not, but, and I commend that stepdad for doing the right thing and saying, hey, because even if you wrote them the ACS, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they call them nowadays, got many names. Eventually, they would try to see if they had a family to live with first before they put them just in the system. And I know from life lessons that it's not easy placing a teenager in a foster home. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
You going to the G home. I was there. I know.
But it's respected what he did because he went to the next of kin, which is their grandparents. So he like this, rather than live them out in the street so he can get in trouble and get arrested. No.
I don't know, man. You know, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, because
it's
you
crazy.
have to have peace, man. You have to have peace.
And you have to know when you need peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to know when you need peace.
You just shut to my house, my kid, the young kids under 5. Come on, they don't need to see.
And you know what?
That.
And we had a lot of women chiming in, and I respect you women for not flipping it, because usually women are flipping like, no, he could have done better. So I'm gonna commend y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a round of applause.
What's up with the guys?
You know what I'm saying?
They're doing
guys. You know what I'm saying? They're
doing the Bernie
right
Mac
there.
brother to us.
Yeah, word. You know what I'm saying? Bernie back. So question is, do women stay longer when a dude is paying the bills in these bad relationships? Wiz, tell them how we got to this topic, Wiz.
Okay. Because I was watching. I know a lot of your ladies, some of your ladies. I ain't gonna say y'all because that's a troubling word.
So what can we say? Them? We can't say them because that belongs to
most of the ladies.
Most. We gotta use most.
Yeah, some,
a few.
Maybe.
I treat them like Cinderella. If the shoe fits, it's you. All right, go ahead.
Like, because TikTok got a new series. This is better than Netflix.
Better than Netflix?
Yeah. Because girl Risa Tisa, the girl name is Risa Tisa.
Mm-hmm.
She did a 50 joint. It was a 50 story joint from TikTok on Who the Fuck I Married. It was called Who the Fuck I Got Married. Who the fuck I married. And the guy was like, she claimed as a narcissist, you know, but my whole thing is he paid your rent.
Mm-hmm.
He paid a car note, insurance.
Mm-hmm.
All she had to do was probably do the food. That's the most easy thing.
But
I'm just saying, I'm not saying what he did, because mentally and emotionally, I'm saying it is wrong for what he did.
What he did? Give us some details.
He was a narcissist.
I mean, listen,
he lied.
We don't want you. He lied. What else he did?
He lied. This is not acrimony.
This
is not an acrimony type of situation. He lied. He lied.
What he lied about?
He said he was an executive at a company. He lied and said he got a company car. He took her. He really was. He took her to a car dealership thinking that she's gonna buy a $90,000 Benz. Lied to her. Lied about buying her. I mean, getting a home. Like setting it up. He was wasting relative.
So hold on. So at what part in the relationship did he lie? Because we talked about this before on other topics, but I like the way you broke it down. But
he lied and said he had an offshore account.
But she's still there.
Yeah, but I don't know how he did.
But is she still there? Is she still there?
No, she's gone. She's gone. She divorced him.
Now, but how long did it take for the divorce to come?
Like close to a year. And it happened during the pandemic, so you can't really blame the pandemic. Well,
yeah, I'm not blaming the pandemic.
But she moved them in. He was paying the bills and all that. But like I said, I mean, you have a good thing that happens, right? You have a good man who's paying your bills, but some things you can't get everything you want.
So, lady,
what percentage would be that a man paying?
Well, first of all, you know what I'm saying? It was a read that said, as the cost of living skyrockets, right? 23% of couples stay together mainly because money constraints. Number one. So, you know, if you're part of that 23 and me, where you kind of broke and you work 6-7 jobs, but you still living in the United States of America. And the number was crazy, like 50% or 47%. 47% or some crazy number like that are still living from check to check. Check to check. So if you're going from check to check, yeah, she's not going to be in a rush to leave. Or ladies, I need y'all to answer the question.
Like Red said, he did move in within 2 weeks.
But how did he move in within 2 weeks? What did he say? How did he smooth you over? How did he give you that old Detroit pimp game that was so good that he was able to move in within 2 weeks? All right.
He probably told us like, yo, I'm saying, how much your rent? Okay, I got you. I got to pay your rent. How much is your insurance? Your car note? I got that.
So he should have at
else,
least made one payment.
Yeah, but my whole thing is he shouldn't have lied. He didn't have to lie. Just continue what you was doing. Don't lead the lie saying, "Oh, we're going to go to the dealership." No, just hold it down. That's all he had to do.
Listen, you know the city girls. You remember them, right? The city girl said this: to be a city girl has several meanings, but to put it simply, a city girl is a woman who values financial gain over relationship. So if the city girls were saying that in the music, was this woman really fishing for the big tuna?
I don't think. No, I just think I think she liked. I mean, I think she grown to like him and all that. So it wasn't about the money and all that, because if the thing is, all she had to do is blow him up. Like, you don't have to do this, continue.
No. It had to be about the money for me, Wiz, because if you stay even a year, how long does it usually take in a relationship unless you are dumb as a doornail? You know what I'm saying? People used to say that.
But I'm just saying,
what?
Why take the action? What if you
take the action?
Take the action. What is, because a lot of things relationship dudes, as far as with dudes who pay all the bills, they feel like in certain situations it's controlling.
Mm-hmm.
It could be abusive.
Yeah.
You know, you expect more things from them.
And I understand, like I said, we hate to talk about the abuse situation, but if you're abused and you're afraid to leave, that's whole nother topic. But we talking about staying because you know the money is there. Maria said lots of men don't pay bills. They want to live from the woman. Did that just happen?
No, it's just our turn. I'm saying the city girls, why we can't have city men?
Yeah, well, you know, it said also, one may call this new standard exploitation, but the simple fact is that these women want to be taken care of by men.
No, but you know what is like this, and I'm saying it might be off topic.
No, go ahead.
This is where it comes the traditional man.
Traditional man. So did she get caught up in the lie and then didn't know how to get out? Because how long did it take? 6 months, 8 months, 12 months before you figured out that this man was lying?
They was going to see houses, cars. He was doing.
All right. Maybe he wasn't lying. Wiz, maybe he wasn't lying. Maybe he was like
lied about his job.
He lied about his job.
He lied about his job.
Maybe he was getting a promotion at another job. No.
He said he was executive.
He was an executive.
Yeah, not only that. Oh, I'm missing the big.
That's what I'm saying. Give us the big part.
He was making like he was on the phone with his brother, his family man. Like, yo, hey, what up? Yo, he lied. I'm saying he lied and said that people in his family died in situations. His stepdaughter died.
So he be lying about all that.
He was lying. He was
and
lying.
She never found out.
His name should be Leona.
It sounds like he used the city girls game and won. And you know, and if guys are doing that, have we dropped the ball? Have we fell over? Have we forgotten what we stand for? And Maria said the no. Yeah, like listen, when and how long? Because she was able to make a 50+ series on this, getting a lot of views, right? That's going to turn into a lot of money, right?
Yeah, we're going on TikTok.
So technically,
behind even lines going on TikTok. So
technically, did he lie? Because she's starting to get some money in from him. That's going to lead to the house.
Well, my whole thing is she did this story nice because she didn't name names. She didn't name anybody. Now she has a work where he's speaking. His real name is, I guess, it came out.
I didn't hear his real name.
His girlfriend came. His current girlfriend, his ex-wife, all that came out. I'm saying the baby mama, sister, brother might be talking next. I'm just saying he just lied for no reason. My whole thing is now I can't be on the phone, man. I gotta put speakerphone. Like if I'm on the phone, I got speakerphone. If I'm talking to you, I'm like, yo, I'm talking to Kate.
You better hear my voice.
He was lying.
So let's do a role reversal. You know what I'm saying? If you was the guy and you was being, you know what I'm saying, schmoozed or tricked or whatever the case, did you think you would have fell for the same thing? A woman come to you right now, baby, what's your rent? She paid that first rent for you. She told about she gonna upgrade your car from whatever you got right now. She tell you she gonna give you the house that you be looking for. She giving you everything that you looking for.
See, my whole thing is when we doing the test drive and all and all that, and then I'm noticing like, yo, that whole thing is like with my car.
You hear what South Carolina said? Look deep before you leap. She needed to do her research. You know,
she Googled him.
And what did it say? And what did Google say?
She didn't find that at first.
Exactly.
But then as far as that, after like towards the end, she started finding stuff. She found the ex-wife because he was married before. And my whole thing, he breaking records. He don't be married with these chicks. Be getting divorced with him. Well, his wife divorced him at 6 months. I think she divorced him like they got married in I think August and got divorced and no, they got married in January and got divorced in January.
So that was a whole year,
August
or whatever, right? So that's almost a year, right? So, but did she play along with the situation?
I think she was really in love with him, so she didn't see that.
So if you was really in love with him, then why did she divorce him?
She was in the eye of the storm.
No. You trying to juggle us around here?
No, but she was in the eye of the storm.
Listen,
sometimes emotion. Sometimes
the eye of the storm is the safest place to be.
No, but sometimes you don't see like this. You give the person the benefit of the doubt.
I gave you from January to August. That was almost 11, 12 months, almost 9 months, right? 9, 10 months, whatever the case may be. She didn't find enough to get out. I think she played. I think she did exactly what she wanted to do, knowing what the outcome would be. And Reggie said guys have taken the game that was being used on them and flipped it. What was good for the goose is good for the gander. What you think about that, Wiz? And ladies and gentlemen in the comment, what y'all think? Did we flip the game?
Yes, we flipped the game. He messed it up for a lot of people now.
How you feel he messed it up? I think she went along and knew what was going on.
Chicks gonna want to know when you say executive assistant, they gonna want to come to your job.
You ain't gonna be following me to work. Are you standing that?
He said executive. He said he had the company car. My whole thing is hold on. A chick tell me she executive with a $90,000 company car, right?
Yeah.
But leave that car and come home with your car. No, we having 3 cars in the garage. We having 3 cars.
You can't always bring home your work property. You can't always bring home your work property.
Bring that bus home.
That's the MTA.
Yes,
that's the MTA. The school bus driver.
I'm not saying MTA. They going to jail.
I was say MTA. They go to jail. I was about to say the same thing.
No, if anybody, I mean, come on.
Yeah, the school bus. I see them parked around the hood sometimes.
Hold on, I'm a black man.
Yes,
I got a $90 car.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
You stunting? You stunting in front?
7 o'clock
on the dot. I'm in my drop top.
Wheels in the street.
Okay.
I'm chilling. I'm going to den. I'm like, I'm Instagramming. Yo, what up? License plates ain't showing though. Yo, what up? I'm just in my ride, just chilling. Cause he ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
That's a company car.
Mm-hmm.
But my whole thing, he always leave the car. And then she was going. One time they went out to eat.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to take him to his job. He faked like he called people like me saying, "Yo, Big Al, what's up? You in the studio?
You know, studio?
Yeah. Oh no, you ain't there. What about Gate?
So he faked it the whole time.
Oh, I can't get in because there's nobody in there to let me in.
But
not only that, he took her to the cemetery.
For what?
To see his grandmother.
That wasn't there.
Wasn't there. He used to work at the cemetery. He had mail sent at the cemetery. He had mail because she researched. She was like from the divorce tree or something. Went to that cemetery where he was working at. He had I was like, yo.
Oh my God. So as we read this comment, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost wild card time. At 6:15 is the wild card. And what the wild card is exactly what it sounds like. It's that unexpected quote, that question, whatever topic you want to talk about, you can type it in the chat. The lines are open as well. 347-708-0216. You can call in and you can give us a topic or you can put one in or we're going to have one for you. Maria says, you got to see to believe. I don't have no relationship with anyone. Thank God to that. Oh, my God. I mean, is that true? You got to see it to believe it? Is that why she stayed that long? Because she got to see it to believe it?
Well, her excuse is COVID and everything happened
fast. COVID couldn't have been.
So my whole thing is, it was shut down. So you could get around the way he
I would not tie nothing down during COVID. And then when they move in, first of all, you can't be moving in strangers in during COVID. At that time, it was too scary.
She did.
He's a smooth fella. The woman sounded desperate. It's unfortunate some of us get played. Well, men get played too, and I don't think she just got played. I don't think she just was desperate. But are women out there fishing for that money, for that bag as well?
Bank accounts and
even,
all that.
Even when you
He
hear
was screenshotting his bank accounts, like he had 90,000. He was screenshotting, showing her his bank account.
Well, maybe
lining for the house and all that.
Maybe he had 90,000 in his mind.
No, he screenshotted because she found out from her old phone. Like this. I'm like, yo, offshore account. Now you know account. We have offshore account.
I'm gonna have a couple M's in there. I ain't gonna have a couple thousand.
I'm saying
we're gonna go to the wild card, ladies and gentlemen. Please drop a topic if you want, or we got one for you. We're gonna get back to this. Segment, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, if you got a topic, please put it in, or you could call in 347-708-0216. Do that. Again, do your research. But what type of research do you have to do that's that deep? You know, this shouldn't be like, you know, trying to find your ancestors from 100 million years ago. This is dating. We gotta stop this.
A woman will find out.
But I think once again, you know, you're getting fooled with the jewelry cars, you know what I mean, and places, people, and things are getting fooled, and then you're mad that you're getting fooled. There were shows on this, you know what I'm saying, Catfished and a whole bunch of other things. So you shouldn't be at this point where you're getting fooled. And I just can't. I think she was playing along because after 3 months.
Hold on, Jay-Z calling. Yeah, what up, Jack? What's good?
Hey, Jay-Z is not on the phone, ladies and gentlemen. This is a product of the WIZZ. This is what he is.
But no, that's what he was doing. Like, yo.
Well, how many times can you fall for that banana in the tailpipe?
No, but
how many times?
But he was doing that every day as a pattern.
No.
To my brother.
Regardless if it's a pattern or not.
His brother wasn't even messing with him. It
didn't matter. Regardless if it's a pattern or not, how many people, if you was a man, how many times you gonna fall for that pattern? And while we saying that, my wild card topic was for today. Can you ignore your desires for stability? And I got that based off of what we're talking about right now. Was her desires bigger than the stability? I don't even know what was her desires. She got swindled. She didn't get swindled.
My whole thing,
she brought him in. She opened the door. You remember, you ever seen Lost Boys?
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite movies, right? And there's a scene in there, right, where he says, you got to get him out. We're talking about the vampires, right? Mm-hmm. And what did the vampire father say? It's too late. You invited us in. They didn't break the law. You didn't break the law. You invited this guy in. You allowed him to be with you. So did you ignore your stability to chase the desires?
Well, he was going to work, so that was stability.
So that means he had some money, right?
Well, I don't know. We don't.
He didn't have 90.
We don't know what job he was doing.
It don't matter. He was like Tommy from On. What job? You know what I'm saying? All right.
But he was going to work. But he lied. I'm just saying.
I need y'all to answer in the chat room right now or call in. Ladies and gentlemen, can you ignore your desires because you got stability? Go ahead, Wiz. Answer the people, Wiz.
Nah, I can't. Nah, no. I mean, I can't ignore that. Nah.
So you mean to tell me, hypothetically, ladies and gentlemen, this is behind the enemy lines. You know what I'm saying? We got the witness protection program. But hypothetically, shorty come up to you right now.
Okay.
She worth $2 million. Paparazzi, Sanaa. Yeah, somehow she gets away from Al, and you got a chance to get with Sanaa.
Yeah.
She got that paper coming in. Yeah. Everything's legit. You done your background checks, XYZ.
And I played Love and Basketball.
Yeah, right? Okay. She got everything you desire, right? But when she left her husband, he got to keep the money. What's your call?
I keep the money?
No, not you. She left her husband to be with you now. She got everything else you still desire. She got the hips and the lips, get her nails done, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. She got everything
But okay.
Accept that $2 million.
What's this? I mean, come on.
No, we don't want to come on with the answer.
No.
Reggie Humphrey, he said he needs stability. So
that's what I'm saying.
So
I
even
need
Reggie,
that, no.
so even Reggie said he can stop being chained up and whipping with paddles for a minute because he can have a stable relationship. But you over here flip-flopping. Talk to us, Wiz.
Then she had to leave her man. That's not. I mean, come on. I don't want
she
that.
left Al. Al gets to keep the money. But she. So are you only desiring her for her money? Why do you desire her?
No, she gonna have to have something, man. She gonna have to.
Listen. She gonna start over at McDonald's or something like that. But you gonna have to pay the bills. We already talked about this. What are your desires when you look at her? You don't got fully telling yourself. We'll use your code name.
She gotta stay with a man.
Huh? Oh, now you gotta stay with the. You see this?
Stay with a man. No.
Me personally, ladies and gentlemen.
Know what you do?
I'm picking stability. You know what I mean? I need stability. I feel like
desire goes out. Desire is like it's almost like
some people never get over their desire.
Some
people never get over their desire.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's that craving. Damn, I want some ice cream today.
Right. And you gotta have it.
And then you like, you know what? No, you come. I'm in the car with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I do want their hamburger, but then your parents slap you in like this. We got chopped meat at home.
Now I don't want to hear that. If I can pay for it, I'm getting the hamburger.
No, see, my
ignoring stability for desires
that money.
It's like using 80-20 rule and ended up with the 20.
Exactly. Save that money.
But if the 20 really makes you whole, is it worth it? Because I felt like she was playing along, so she knew the 80-20. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, if you don't have your desires met, could that lead to you cheating, stepping out?
And he was cheating on her.
See, so she was. I didn't even know that. I just brought that. I told you. I kept the do-rag in the bed for a minute, man, because I know we was gonna be in the dark spot.
He was cheating on it too.
He was cheating on it too.
I'm like,
so.
But you know what? She said the cheating thing. After all the lies, she said the cheating thing was like, didn't even hurt.
Me either. I can't ignore it. You know, you gotta desire has a strong presence in who you are. You think about that? What do you think about that? Can you ignore your desires? Can you go without the things that really make you happy? After I have stability, we can discuss or work out on our desires, work on our desires. You know,
you gotta remember Tina Marie and Rick James, right? Fire and Desire. What was some lines with this?
Hey, Fire and Desire is a good song.
Yeah,
you know
what she said, I used to love him and leave him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why? But because that was the her desire. She got something out of that. It turned her on.
But
you know what I mean? But she didn't stay. But she got her fixed whenever she needed it. She got her fixed. That's why she used to love him and leave him. Because that was a fix.
Sorry, Big Al.
So if
you can keep some nine.
So why did you call me last night?
Oh, Wiz, why'd you call him last night, Wiz? Checking up.
I just wanted to know. I had a love and basketball question.
Question. So do you think, and ladies and gentlemen, please answer in the chat if y'all believe you can grow out of your desire. So you believe you can grow out of your desire?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It depends. Like,
I think Gloria said no, she couldn't grow out of the desire.
It depends.
Can you grow out of your desires?
It depends.
I mean, keep it 100.
I'm not at that place.
Is this something that you still miss that you used to do when you was 15, 25, 35 in a relationship?
No, I mean, I'm a wild boy, so I don't know.
All right, so it gotta be.
I don't know.
We know you was a wild boy.
I got all that.
Go ahead. Turn on your mic so they can hear you.
Do you still desire to do the train?
The conductor. Do you still conduct the train? Have you outgrown that?
Hell yes.
I don't think he has, Wiz. I don't think he has, Al.
Yeah.
I think he's just waiting for the right station to open up.
It's funny that you say that he won't be able to good and plenty kids.
He had the good and plenty.
No, I mean, to me, desires that I had young, I don't have it because it's all about your growth.
But you can still have growth and still have desires.
But her thing was not a desire. She was just like she.
Wow. Okay, Reggie, that's where we going, Reggie. I'm listening.
There's a reason the side pieces are pop. To me, it's like I'm gonna say it like this. Maybe she didn't have that provider.
It's good. And when I say desires are not always cheating or side pieces. I'm talking about like a simple thing, like say you had a desire to get a foot massage, right? Now your new piece is like, oh, I don't do feet. Would you try? Because that would take your relationship to another level for that partner, and he can bring the stability.
You will have to tell them what you like.
Maria said we older now. Old ain't got no. You can still get around when you're old now, Maria. You can still get desire. You still have desires.
Desire is different.
You still have desires.
It wasn't to me. It was her. Wasn't a desire. She was at a place that she never been. Like a man.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
A lot of women, a guy coming in and paying your bills.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Does WIZZ know this woman or something?
Yeah, I know, right? I think he does know.
I know her. I watched
all 50 episodes.
I watched all 50.
See, so that was a desire.
Compassion.
That was so that you had the desire to do that.
I'm like, damn, no, because sometimes I said, damn, did I do something? I mean, it made me want to check and ask.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, like, we promoting her, so we should have the first interview on Behind the Enemy Lines, right?
Word up.
All right, so we need to reach out to her, find out. You know what I'm saying? So don't just go watch her without y'all texting her back like, hey, you need to go to Behind the Enemy Lines. We want to see this live and direct.
But
you know
I'm just saying, it's like maybe like as men, we have to look at ourselves because some things that he did was like, oh shit, maybe.
Maria said, yes, I still get around. You better get around. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live life and love life. You know what I mean? Vocals by Jamel said, I definitely won't ignore my desires. No. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, stability means that everybody at the table is gonna eat. We got all the plates, we got all the silverware, we got enough food for everybody. But the food that we cooking, you don't like. And you telling me you're gonna stay there with us?
Man, come on. You trying to say there's a lot of men that
I'm not trying to say I'm saying
there's a lot of men that step out the house and see a girl with a fat butt. That's a desire. Do you react on it or you just like keep the peace?
You react on it. You go and you get enough money to get your woman a BBL, or you come home with the actual butt pads in the pants now because they doing that, or you go purchase some extra butt. You know what I'm saying? I think it comes with silicone too. It comes with silicone, and you just give her that, and you have her wear it every now and then.
Why ask him that question?
See, to get a bag of balloons. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just talking about fetishes now, because you got fetishes, but I'm talking about real desires. What are real desires? You know what I mean? Like, if you really desire someone that cooks, are you going to just settle for someone that's doing everything microwave? If you really desire someone that's a book reader, you know what I'm saying? But every time you ask them to enjoy a book with you, they find some way to cut you off. See, because I think there are inner desires that men leave for that people don't talk about a lot. You know what I mean?
That's good.
I'm not just talking about
why y'all do that to us.
Yeah, I'm not just talking about because a lot of times a woman does, oh, this cheating someone, but just cheating and just left me. No. Are you connecting to the desires, or did y'all stay together because of the stability? Like I said, I heard on somebody else's podcast, the average now, right? I don't know if it's true. That's why I'm not gonna say the podcast or anybody else. I got to fact check it myself. It's costing $150,000 now just to be middle class. $150,000, 23%, which I saw myself. Relationships stay together because of financial reasons, and the numbers got even higher when they wasn't sharing bank accounts. People was just dipping like, I'm not dealing with this. We don't share a bank account. I'm out of here. So if you playing it safe, and I know a lot about playing it safe. If you playing it safe, are you keeping the stability but not having the desires? And how's that going to affect your life?
Okay, let me ask you.
I have desires, but I have learned how to suppress them.
Is that a good thing to suppress them? Right.
You have to, man. I mean, because it depends. I mean,
so WIZZ, you're just suppressing the engineer desires these days.
Yes.
No, he paused. You see the pause in between that? There was a long pause in between that. I'm telling you, when you go to WIZZ house, you see the Kango and you see the conductor's hat. They're right next to each other. I've been there. I was there for the Super Bowl. I was there. They tell you this.
This is how we test WIZZ. I'm giving him a Metro card. And send him to take the train subway and see what he does.
Are we going to do that?
Nervous, if he gets
Find out. Let me see if I still got my Metro card.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we want to hear if y'all want stability or you want your desires, or do you feel that a relationship should evolve to starting with stability and then, easily or working your desires in. You got to share those because you got to have some balance, I think, to have longevity.
But you got to, okay, let me ask you this. Okay, if you're single, desire all the way. Desires
or fetishes. Reports have shown that many men have cheated for reasons beyond the sexual. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about sexual fetishes.
But I'm not saying cheating is a lot of levels. It could be emotional cheating. It could be physical. It could be emotional.
And are those things all lanes for desire? A Vogelsbaum said, you're going to always want them. You're going to deny yourself happiness. Exactly. Are we denying ourselves happiness? What are we here for? You know what I'm saying? And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6:30. We're going to do the pressure check. We got a special guy we're going to call in. You know what I'm saying? We're going to call out the uncle guy. You know what I'm saying? He does the morning coffee. And we're going to get his take. And y'all can continue to put your chats in while we talk about this. So there's a difference between, for me, and let me know if I'm wrong. Do you really desire ice cream? Can you go without ice cream? I want you to tell me like one desire that you want. All right, listen, you desire the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Would you give up the Cowboys for stability with a Falcons person?
No.
What do you mean?
You've been at my house.
You Jazzy Rennie. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a blessed day.
Representing the championships. I just want to let you know it's 5.
5.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know. But no. I mean, I dated Giants fans, but No.
You ain't really dating no Giants fan.
I dated the Giants.
You gotta have your desires in order. You know what I mean? You gotta have your desires in order. Is your desires bigger than what you really love? Or what do you consider? Are the Cowboys stable to you?
Yeah, we're gonna win the championship next year.
No. You're not. You answer it.
Yes, they stable.
They're stable.
Yeah.
How to come they in?
We can't win everything.
But they still stable.
They coming back next year, right? They still.
We don't want to hear about that. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear about that. Maria says, I want my desires. You know what I'm saying? You got to have those desires. You got to have those desires. I said stability because, like I said, I was thinking more towards the future. Because once we start talking about, 150,000 just to be middle class, struggling from day-to-day jobs. You know what I mean? I think we trick ourselves into ignoring our desires to have stability when stability might not be what we really want.
Yeah, because you got to think. If you're paying, okay, let me just break this down. Because if you're paying, y'all living together. Say like rent is $2,000 a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's $24,000 a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta understand. You got food. Food could be anywhere from $100 to $150 a month. You add that up, like, come on. I'm saying your car note, your expense, going out. You see the jokes that when
when they step out the house and the rent go up.
That's how it is. Because you be like, God damn, I had $50. Why I got $4?
Yeah, but I think also once again, desires and fetishes are two different things. You know what I'm saying?
What you saying? Like desire. I'm saying with your 100,000 a year,
150,000 a year. That's just for middle class. So stability, yeah. If you're gonna bring 90,000 in, and I'm bringing, the other 60, I might have to hold on to you, baby. Hold on to me. I might have.
Hello.
Salt man, it's you, Salt man.
What up, Salt?
Yeah, this is me. I'm out there. How you doing?
Oh man, we need somebody for the pressure check, man. I think you're the only one that got the cojones to make it happen.
Oh well, I'll try. Let me see now. Yep, I'm still there.
He's still there. Hey man, we and WIZZ is just chopping up about a couple things. Was you able to see the video we talked about when we said bye-bye to them damn kids?
No, I didn't catch that one.
Oh man, you missed the video. You missed the good one, so you would have liked that. So hey, we're gonna.
Well, I can't watch that. Too much violence for me.
We know you like violence, so that's why we bring you the violence.
hey, WIZZ, you like that one, right?
Yes.
we know you like the violence.
Hey, WIZZ, hey, WIZZ. Hey, that was a nice little bit. I like that, man. I like that little event you gave at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
What you called it?
Listen. You know what? I made a mistake. I'm gonna put you on the van. I'm gonna put you on the van list. I forgot we got 2 Cowboys supporting each other right now. I'm gonna put you on the van list. So I'm gonna let Wiz ask you a question since y'all Cowboys got it going on. And then you know what?
Okay.
Now that I know about it, he gave us Tupperware that matched the same color as Cowboys. You think he's slick? That was slick.
Oh yeah. I just used it a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Ask him the question, Wiz.
Okay. Can you ignore your desires for stability?
Oh man, that's a good one.
Don't be lying, so. Don't be lying, so.
I think when it comes to, I'm out of control. I can't handle. I'm out of control.
So you're out of control. So what does that mean? Could you? Because see, now that I think about it, that's a great question for you. Because what is one of your desires, so?
I'm one of them kind of guys, because I like, I'm not saying speed, but I like a whole motorcycle with speed. You know what I mean?
So would you give up the motorcycle world for that sexy woman with the stability of making sure you don't got to worry about nothing else for the rest of your life?
No. I'm taking that machine, man. I'm taking the machine. Lady with them listening, man.
So stability is out the window. You would rather be not speeding because you don't like speed, you said, but you rather be on that bike getting to that 10 miles an hour with your collection.
I'd rather be on that bike, having a beautiful time on that bike, and lady with a beauty. I see him as I go by. Oh yeah, you nice. Keep it moving.
Oh, you said keep it moving.
Hey, just like you said, she could have parts. She had more parts, fake parts on the bike.
Oh.
Did you hear that in the background, ladies and gentlemen? You can have more fake parts than the bike. That's what the man said.
I like that movie. Gotta get you sucker, man. He didn't take it off. She took off a wig, okay. She took off her eyebrows, okay. Then she took off her butt and her foot. Oh man, come on. Give me a bite.
And so that happened way before BBLs.
Fact.
That's a crazy joint. I'm like, that's what you gotta do. I'm saying.
So your advice to a young man would be take your desires over stability. That's what you're saying, so?
Yes.
And why? One more time. And why?
Because it's cheaper. And there's no deception. There's no deception.
I ain't find a cheap Harley yet. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about. It ain't cheap.
go to one of those Savage Copart.
See, you be knowing about the hookups and you still ain't telling me. Hang up the phone on them, Al. These damn Cowboys stick together. Hang up the phone on them. We want to thank you for checking out the Pressure Check with us, man.
All
Stay
right,
tuned.
I'm still listening.
Make sure
to
y'all get ready to vote for Chucky's Cut. That's going to be coming up in a minute. And we'll talk about Chucky's Cut real quick.
Okay, Chucky Cut is my nephew. I'm saying not by blood, but he's still my family. Strangers that became family. His name is 914, and the song is called Bad One.
And like I said, Chucky's Cut is our independent give back to artists. All you gotta do is send in the MP3 with your name and the song title. All right. BHLFamily52@yahoo.com. You can also send in topics for us to talk about. And I want to thank the people that did email me in the topics, because the first 2 topics, I didn't come together with this by myself because it takes a village. People sent and say, hey, this is what we need to talk about. And I want to attack it from our point of view and allow people to know that this type of stuff is going on. So Chucky's Cut is the Keep or Kill segment, and you get to vote. You got to go on crowd.live, and you got to put in the code. And the code is B as in boy, E as in elephant, P as in paper, 2, the number 2, and then T for a guy like me, Tyrone. So make sure y'all get ready to go vote to Keep or Kill, because we want to put out a mixtape just to show love to all the artists. Because we're going to continue to do more bigger and bigger things that Behind the Enemy Lines, our Access Radio, in conjunction with the other shows that we're working on. Yeah. And hey, if we helped you gain one more fan than you had yesterday, then so be it. That's what our goal is. Because I've been there. I am an artist at bettergreenentertainment.com. You know what I'm saying? Sponsored both these shows, Behind the Enemy Line and Tug of War. And we know how it feels to have to continuously work just to be seen and heard. So this is why we do this, ladies and gentlemen. It costs you nothing but effort. And you got to put in the effort. So if you're not making it out here, I don't care what job it is, what space you're in, it's because you're not putting in the effort. So we had a couple quotes. We'll go back and read those comments. And we had a couple people said that, listen, yeah, they want the desire over the stability. I don't know. So I guess a lot more people's taking the dinner with Jay-Z than that money. Sometimes you have to sacrifice, sometimes temporarily to become successful. How do you feel about that? You got to sacrifice and suffer to become successful. That's my 3 S's. To have lots of money and health. You know, to want to have a lot of money and good health is where you want to be. Yeah. So, you know, if you got to give up the Cowboys to do that, you're not willing to do that.
Well, I mean, come on, money and health, yeah.
First of all, you sent back your woman crush, you know what I mean? And now you like, nah, I'm just gonna ignore the train. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pull it. I'm not gonna pull it.
I love my Cowboys.
It depends on the desire, and that's why I said we gotta touch the desires, not fetishes. I'm not talking whatever you do on your Freaky Friday time. That's on you. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about your core desires. You know what I'm saying? She said, "This is funny." The core desires. What is in your core that you need to be met? You know what I mean? And we're looking. I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put the word out there right now, right? Everybody reach out if you can. We're looking for a united couple that's been together, that's married, that would love to come on the show as a couple and speak and give us notions, notes, and things on how they stay together, how they're still together, the do's and don'ts and the keys. So if you want to, you know somebody that's a couple like that, that's willing to come on and talk about, kind of be interviewed about being in a relationship, and then talk some topics with me and Wiz, reach out to us or reach out to them and tag them in the show, because our goal is, once again, to help educate relationshipers to have better relationships. You can't just say communicate and then don't give me the keys on it. You can't say just financially this and don't give them the keys to being complete in those areas. I desire stability and peace. Well, what if you're in a situation, Reggie, where you have to choose your desires or your stability? You know what I mean? Say that you're really struggling, all right? And, you know, it's crazy that we brought this up during tax time, because it just be like that. You see a lot of brothers jumping ship on tax time. Are you one of those guys? Because now you with that woman that got that extra little bank for a while that can help you get your desires.
So was that guy feeding his desire because he needed a home?
I think he was. He could have been feeding his desire.
So he's
what
they call it, a hobo? What it is?
Hobo? Now I don't know if he's a hobo, but he's definitely a Rolling Stone. You know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't have no kids.
Paying the bills.
Give me my peace. You know, a lot of people say, "Give me my peace," but then how can you have peace without having your desires? Can you have peace without having your desires?
No, not when it comes to your significant. Sometimes it depends what the desire is.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not talking fetishes. If you like to bring tigers in the bedroom and all that, we're not talking. If you like to dress up, we're not talking about those type of desires. That's just your freaky kinky time. You do what you want to do.
But desire to play the game. Sometimes then sometimes
you gotta play the game.
Play the video game. I try to hit you up too, man.
You did?
Private.
Oh, I'm gonna fix that when I go home. I'll fix that when I go home.
I was playing the PS5, she'll come in and ask me 3,000 questions. Like, I'm not trying to concentrate on the game. So that's what happens. That's what happens. We try to beat our desires. Then you want to be like, dude, let me ask, I got to ask you a question. Talk about the drapes or something. Do you think we should do this? Or I'm like, okay. And I'm giving them one word. And the one word doesn't work when you trying to be in your desire.
You know, one word doesn't work. Yeah. It doesn't work. A lot of people know. Yeah.
If we're not doing that like this, we're like,
you're not
not even talking.
Not even talking to me. You gotta have, or you gotta choose at some point what is more important to you, stability or desires. You know, will you cheat if you're not going to get that desire? You could be cheating, last time, not just sexually. You could just be cheating with your video game person that understands video games a little bit better. Well, are you willing to grow, to complete somebody else's desire besides your own? Are you willing, ladies and gentlemen, are you willing to grow to complete somebody else's desire besides yours?
That's deep. That's a deep sacrifice.
But it's worth it, because, see, the stability is in the relationship. That's where the stability is. It's not just money that I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to pick. You know what I mean? Gate, what is your definition of desires? Well, the desires are the things that make you whole. You know what I mean? The things that you can't sleep without, outside of sex and money. Because I feel like those are things that you need to survive, sex and money. You know what I mean? You're going to get that one way or another. But once again, if you're a person that likes home cooked meals, that could be a desire. If you're a video game person, you know what I'm saying? Will you change and try to play the video game with me? That could be a desire. Would I change and take longer walks with you because you like to go walking? You know what I'm saying? So those could be desires. So the desires are the core things that you feel that you can't be without. That's what a desire is to me. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into Chucky's Cut right now. So we got 914 in the building. And the song is what, Will?
It's called 914, and the song is called Bad Ones.
Make sure y'all vote, ladies and gentlemen, and come back so we can close this out right. Only on Behind the Enemy Lines, Gatekeeper WIZZ.
Whoa. Yeah. Now four. Now 15. Last night I cried myself to sleep. The best sleep I had in a while. I tell myself not to be weak, but can't convince myself this time. I tell my friends to love themselves, but I don't take my own advice. Sometimes I'm scared to ask for help. The only way taught to survive. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep you waiting. I'm trying to figure out my situation. And if you feel the same, then you should say this. There's power in my mind, power in my soul. There's power in my heart, power I don't show. I'm like a river, I just gotta keep the flow. I gotta keep on moving, gotta keep on going. No weapon formed against me shall not prosper. Cause my father got that chopper, pull a bullet where it's proper. I got problems, so much problems I can't solve them. Are you the one to help me figure out my faith? Are you gonna fill the gaps when I don't know what to say? Are you gonna be the one to help me on my way? I'm confident that I'm not confident. I'm confident you in my confidence, man. I really contradict. I'm kinda sick. I'm way too broken, even pay the consequence. Can't comprehend my feelings, never felt a valid compliment. It's hard for me, life. I give advice that I don't take myself. That same advice I wish somebody would've told myself. I wipe my eyes and shake it off, I never asked for help. Got so much dust around my heart, forgot it on a shelf. Scared of vulnerability, pride is my defense at the expense of sensitivity. Losing all ability to express affection, not to mention Christ's divinity. Black on black infinities, doing donuts on my fucking ego, slowly killing me. Tell me what you see in me, tell me you're not blind and what you see is what you feel for me. Tell me you don't have separate intentions, are you there for me? Tell me, are you scared for me? Tell me, are you there? Last night I cried myself to sleep. The best sleep I had in a while. I tell myself not to be weak, but can't convince myself this time. I tell my friends to love themselves, but I don't take my own advice. Sometimes I'm scared to ask for help. The only way taught to survive.
Shout out to 914, man. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all go and vote to keep or kill. I'm gonna do something different today, Wiz. You know, usually, there's a fee to come sit with us. You know what I mean? For this young man that we just played, he got to come down for an interview.
Yes.
Just whether y'all vote to keep or kill that song, I got to interview him just off that song. He says, I'm confident that I'm not confident. If you didn't hear the words that young man was talking about in that song, it was moving. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, just to be able to listen to. So I think a lot of people go through that self-doubt, you know what I'm saying, and not sure where you're going in life and what you're doing. So, man, and I purposely, sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I'll listen to a little bit of Chucky's Cut, but I won't listen to the whole song because I like to get it just like y'all getting it live and direct, and then go for my opinion on there. But I like the message of that song, man. It's a real nice message in that song. Very, very uplifting if you really listen to the words, man. So shout out to 914. We need more music like that where it's going to give you something to think about when you walk away. Make sure y'all stay tuned also, because like I said, I'm doing 2 new things today. I'm going to give y'all a little bit or play a song. No, we can play the whole song, you know what I'm saying, of the artist that's going to be on Chucky's Cut next show, you know what I'm saying, for the first episode in March. So make sure y'all stay in tune for that. We're about to give y'all that. So make sure y'all go and vote, you know what I'm saying, right now to keep or kill. Dope situation. We hope y'all enjoyed the topics, man. We hope y'all enjoyed the topics. When is enough to say goodbye to them goddamn kids? A stepfather that left his kids at the grandparents' house. Go back and watch the show if you missed the beginning of it. We ain't just saying that, you know, that he just abandoned them in the street now. That's not what we said. They wasn't abandoned. But them some bitches were still in this car and looking them up and down. You know what I'm saying? They were doing some fraudulent stuff, man. I would like to know, especially if they're over 13, 14, 15, y'all got to cut it out. Topic number 2, do women stay longer in bad relationship because the dude is doing what Beyonce and them said? Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Pay my cable bill? I don't. What?
You said Beyonce, right?
Did I?
What's up, B? What's going on?
Saying that leads to the third topic. You know what I'm saying? Can you ignore your desires for stability? You know what I'm saying? How many people are turning away what you really need to make you complete? Can you ever really be in a relationship long term and not be complete, Wiz? Al, what you think about that? Can you really be in a relationship and not be complete because you don't have your desires? Y'all can answer in the chat room too, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, why are you doing this, man?
I need to know.
Put me on the couch tonight?
Well, I'm gonna speak from experience.
He's a Cowboys fan. Put him on the couch.
Yeah. You definitely can be in a long-term relationship and not have your desires fulfilled, and all it does is cause frustration, a loss and lack of a real genuine love, and there's a lot of pain that goes with that as well that you suffer from for both parties. So, you know, there has to be communication, mutual understanding, and a collectiveness on one accord that you're able to at least meet each other halfway to get through some of those things.
Yeah, and you know, and that's what we're trying to pass down. You know, even though the youth are a lot different, it's our job to try to pass down certain things. And even for the relationships that are happening now, a lot of people don't notice they're in these situations until it's super toxic. You know what I mean? So if we can get you better solutions, that's our goal at Behind the Enemy Lines. You know, we want to make sure, like I said, we're not excluding the ladies because everybody has a part to play in this. You know, get to a point where you're not just in a miserable relationship. You know, you're holding on for the sake of holding on. Oh, this person got money. Oh, this person got connections. If those things are not a part of things you desire, you know what I mean? Eventually, that door is going to shut because you can only lie for so long. I mean, do lie for about a whole year, 50 episodes worth.
Yeah, he said a lot of lies, a lot of crazy ass lies.
You know, would you lie just to keep a situation going? You got that one, Wiz?
Okay, I left a long-term relationship because I wasn't complete emotionally or mentally, but didn't fully realize that until my current relationship.
And don't it feel so much better when you in a relationship with someone that meets your desires and, you know, gives you stability? Because you can have both, but I believe you have to work on one before the other.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, we got to work on. Yeah, I totally agree on that.
Because I believe, you know, you can lust over someone. I don't think lust is a desire. You think lust is a desire? Nah, I don't think lust is a desire. And like I said, I don't think sex is a desire. You know what I mean? And money has somewhat started to become with a desire because more people are chasing the bag. But then if you
desire to be rich.
Yeah, but what do you want to be rich in? Money or rich in health because you got a healthy home, a healthy love, a healthy relationship? Can you have
both?
But you desire to have both. But what I'm saying, some people put a number on it. Like, well, if I'm not getting 150,000, am I in a good relationship? I agree, Al. That's compromising. It works for some, not all. I don't think you can get by without compromise, Will.
I mean, to me, you don't know my name. You said, well, I'm like, yo, I'm saying we just missed 2 weeks.
He said he didn't want to be on the couch. So I'm trying to use his alter ego.
Oh yeah. Oh,
you forgot?
Shout out.
You just said it.
Hey, 914 albums.
Yo, 914, you in, man. Proud. And put your IG in so they can follow you. Appreciate all. Thanks for the support. I would love to come in. Yeah, we're gonna set it up, man. Because
set it up.
Yeah, that message in the song was just really, really. I really just like the message. It's my first time. Lust is not a desire. Thank you, Vocals My Jamel. So a lot of people think that they messing up their relationship because of their desire, but it's lust. You know what I mean? You're cheating because you need. Well, I did read this. I did hear this other thing too. I wasn't sure it was some doctor talking, and I want to bring it up on one of my topics. He said most men got to have it at least 21 times a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's good for the prostate. That's what he said. Good for the prostate. You got to pump that out 21 times. We'll talk about that again. Lust is not a desire, but sex is definitely a desire.
So let me do this because Reggie's crazy, right? So lust, right, leads to sex, and lust is part of that sexual desire. Mm-hmm. So lust and sex goes hand in hand. But also there comes a time where you love someone so much that you desire to want to be with them that close that you make love, right? So again, Reggie, talk to WIZZ about the difference between lust and desire.
Chew. All aboard. He got his conductor's hat. Is ready.
Shout out to Red Spice, Love and Lust.
Rich and Wealth at Home. Shout out to Nicole Carr. She's in the building. Dope singer. We got some new music coming up real soon. I can't wait for y'all to touch that.
Okay.
Agreed. Rich and healthy and home. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of times the desire for the bag, you know what I mean? Like I'm just serious. Like, and 50 said it, you know what I mean? Just some people learn to live better with no money, with less. You know what I mean? So don't just go chasing the next rap star, the next, you know what I'm saying?
Stay in your lane. Just be
NFL player, the next, you know what I mean? Look like to be rich and wealthy, but they really not. You know what I'm saying? It might be a car dealer that might be your fit. It might be a computer technician that might be your fit. You know what I mean? It might be a person that washes windows might be your fit.
That's another thing. Money doesn't make you happy.
See, and that's what I wanted to get on. You know what I mean? Money doesn't make you happy.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, the word tells us that the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and add no sorrow. And that has nothing to do with that richness has nothing to do with finances at all. It's truly about where your heart is in your life, how you've enjoyed life, the blessings that you received in life, and how you have a good mind and a good sense of the value of life without it having to tear you down.
So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, every other Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m., Behind the Enemy Lines is live on iAccess Radio and all streaming platforms. We got the music on 365 Live, also the TuneIn app. Reggie said, thanks for the clarification, Big Al.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, of course.
My whole thing is like when we say like my thing as far as being rich, my kids is happy, my family's doing good, you know, the energy. Like this, like my son in the studio yesterday, I saw the energy, how happy his place. You know, it's bringing down it's bringing down all the levels of joy. No stress.
Right. That's the richness in the
That's the rich thing. Yeah, I take all that more.
And Reggie said, didn't CSWV say don't go chasing waterfalls? No, that was TLC.
Yeah, I was TLC, Reg. Come on, Reg. Come on, Reg. You know
Vocals by Jamel says, women get your bag up, though, so you don't need a man to lean on.
And we touched that before, you know what I mean? And you can get your bag without shooting your other half down. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because like I said, City Girls, they talked about it. You know what I mean? Like it's certain messages are put out there, and it's like you got to take one and not have both. Even they got y'all believing that Twix is two separate things. They one thing. they just separated the damn candy in the same. Anyway,
Right.
same thing. You can have both in a relationship. So we can start off at a level and not lie like that girl did, or God did, and grow together. You can grow together. I think as long as your partner knows you got a plan and you see your partner working on that plan, then things should work out.
And you got to remember, life is like the 4 seasons. You're gonna go through it. No matter what.
Winter,
once y'all come together,
spring, summer, and fall.
Can you stand the rain?
Can you stand
I'm
the
saying
rain?
by Blackstreet Boys. I knew it this shit.
Oh my God. I don't know what to do with this guy. That's the product of WIZZ. That's
he
not
said
the word.
SWV.
I know.
I was just joking.
But this is not the words of Gatekeeper behind the enemy lines.
We sang that before.
WIZZ. You know what I mean?
On the lonely day.
So, like I said, we're gonna do something new today. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna give y'all, you know what I mean, a song from the artist that's gonna be on Chucky's next cut. Make sure y'all tune in. Yes, Tara agrees. Nicole agrees with her. And great topics today. I enjoyed. We thank y'all all. We appreciate y'all. Please continue to share this video. It's gonna be live right after this. And we got Mr. Wonderful from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get one of his songs on right now. Behind the Enemy Lines.
See you in 2 more weeks.
You are now witnessing great. It's the wonderful. Small world, big planet. You hear me coming? 50 years of hip hop. Part of the science. Lifestyle of the poor and unfortunate. Some die with the names of one that went to war for this. They're glorious. I'm the one that's searching for Morpheus. Pick a color, red, black, green, or blue faces. You face it from the root. We move sacred. Today's gone, tomorrow won't come. Get it done, trust the process. We all have a choice, so why digress? The bullshit I sidestep, Euro for the Nero. The God you and I verse all is my hero. Small world, big planet. So watch what you do dirt. The cop shoot first, the box hot, we still move perks. 3 flip, 2 strikes. History is made from New York to Broadway nights, Hollywood glamour, Las Vegas fight nights, star-studded. Brooklyn born, you gotta love it. The Don Corleone did them dirty out of public. When the night falls and the day breaks, and you show up without a short and the day late, and the fire burns and the earth shakes and the bell rings, you better say grace. When the night falls and the day breaks, and you show up without a short and the day late, and the fire burns and the earth shakes and the bell rings, you better say grace. Boy, you gon' die in your shoes, the true hurt. Small world, big planet, so watch what you do there. Gunfights, I don't know about you, I love life. And enjoy that brain, cock it back, let it ring. Make them clap to this, it's my thing. I matter, you don't, love spatter, stay woke. Drop the mic, you shouldn't be holding it. This is how it should be done. Mr. One Top Shot to who are rough and I kill for fun. Going crazy on this beat, say praise when we eat. This is a different kind of hunger when you raised in the street. A lion in the jungle, humble wolf to his sheep. Truth and consequences, private or repeat. Survival of the fit, they still dying in the street. I decide to put the prize to the side. All ride, big spender, all in for the win. Now let it ride. And for now, more playboy, that's how you drive. Clean getaway, split the pie, rest in peace, Black Vibe. On the black hand side, I done seen a man die. And for the bag of respect, I ain't letting shit slide. They hit your cousin at the light, hit every nigga on sight. 2 wrongs don't make it right, we lose an innocent life. Big step, big flexing on a wallet for the night. And just remember, yesterday's price, not today's price. When the night falls and the day breaks, and you show up $1 short and the day late, and the fire burns and the earth shakes and the bell rings, you better say grace. When the night falls and the day breaks, and you show up $1 short and the day late, and the fire burns and the earth shakes and the bell rings, you better say grace.
Make a clap to this.
So we'll see y'all in a couple weeks, man. It's the Gatekeeper, it's the WIZZ, Behind the Enemy Lines. Like, share, comment. We can't stand each other, but for the next 2 hours, we gonna get along. Ain't nothing else moving in the city except Behind Enemy Lines. Listen,
That's right.
all it takes is an email and an opportunity. If you miss it, blame yourself. Peace.
Peace.
Come on.